feel and control to power. The game's getting faster. Let's go, Jack.
Here we go. Jack Sock to serve. Let's play pickleball. Wow, just almost wiped out back there. That was, we talked about how athletic he is.
That's right. It's a quality stumble on point one for Jack Sock.
0-0. Side out.
Yeah, and look for Ben to often a pretty high clip drive with the forehand, and he mixes in more drops from the backhand side.
And that is just pretty.
I mean, it's not even the optimal contact point, and he still was able to put
and what do you mean by that so people understand?
Well, he can hit shots from different paddle positions. Most players can't do that. They need a consistent in the exact same spot. He can be reaching, or that last ball was almost next to his knee, and he still comes up with the goods.
And what a surprise, joking with the crowd, and here at 0-1. Wow, big swing in the midcourt on the two-y from Ben.
Well, it deserved a wow, because that's not something you say every day when you are talking about Ben Johns, but he has been going to the two-hander in a variety of situations lately. The Cobra comes out early for Jackson, so does the tongue, as he's not thrilled with that one sailing long.
Yeah, and if we do get into cat and mouse, that's going to be interesting when they're both at the kitchen line, because Ben loves to be there.
That's a nice job. Tried the forehand drive early, an early point, and that time takes a little bit off, catching the left foot of Sock.
1-1. Side out.
A miss hit, and that's something I saw in an earlier round. Ben is looking to pair the two-handed backhand drive up the line with the cross-court roll shot.
And that is just beautiful. You mentioned the fear hand. People have said, well, what's it going to be called in pickleball? Fans sent it to me. I'm going to give it to him. That's the jackhammer right there.
Ooh, let's go.
Side out.
I mean, awesome track down, but if he is no longer in the picture, that's a problem.
Yeah, I love it when the athletes are off screen.
1-2.
Just cleared the kitchen line. So if that, a lot of people get confused by the rule. If that lands on the line of the kitchen, that's actually a fault, as it's considered part of the kitchen. That one just cleared it. Oh, and waves the Cobra again and wins a cat and mouse. That is a interesting development.
Check mark for the first true cat and mouse point of the match.
2-1
to Jack Sock.
I mean, degree of difficulty in what he just tried to do is enormous.
Yeah, but the movement to get around it, he's not going to stop.
No.
He's not. And in doubles, he's shown a propensity to kind of let the backhand happen more frequently. It is not going to happen in singles.
Oh, and a little pretty inside out, throw the whole body one direction and just drag that paddle through. That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so deceptive, just completely frozen, and I don't blame him at all.
And the wind just drags that wide, and you saw Jack even take a moment before he served as a gust kicked up, and the wind is not slowing down today, so this will be the elements he'll have to deal with.
Point. Two.
reach for days.
Yeah, and I talked about that two-hander roll cross court for Ben Johns. This time he pokes it up the line. But the reach and the ability to get forward and take that ball out of the air was well done for Jack Sock.
Again, just pulled a little too far inside out.
Yeah, that's happened a couple times now, and yeah, who knows, maybe in neutral conditions that ball stays in, but we are not playing in neutral conditions today.
This is not even close to that. That is another ball, and you can see if you look over at the tents and all the stuff along the underneath our jib camera there, that wind is picking up.
2-2.
Oh, no, he did not.
Oh, that's not supposed to happen.
No.
That is not supposed to happen. My goodness, what a shot. And usually, you know, in the beautiful hill country, some of that breeze picks up throughout the afternoon.
Oh, boy, he's whipping two-y winners now, too. Look out.
Yeah, if that happens on the forehand side, we'll say nice shot and play another point. But if he can pair that with the two-hander like that, it's danger time for everyone in the draw.
Might have wanted to let that bounce at him.
Yeah, I think so. And I love what he did with the initial shot to take a little pace off. But Ben, first volley, and it's a good one. Right at the feet.
Tried to pull it cross court, ran out of real estate.
Yeah, and, multiple times now making me look bad. Ben Johns, as he's putting that two-handed backhand straight ahead pretty frequently.
3-4.
Oh, and he wins it again, cross court. So holding up very well in the cat and mouse.
And it's dangerous. When you're in that neutral cat and mouse rally, when you pull it cross court, you're opening things up for your opponent. So it better be an amazing shot, and it has been.
So quite a duel here at Humana Championship Court. Just pulled wide there, and what a slide from Jack.
I think he left some tire marks on the court right there.
5-3.
He's taking a sweet time here. Pulls that inside in down the line, and that is deadly, especially short return.
Yeah, it's just great paddle head control. We know he whips. The RPMs on it are fantastic, but when you can control it, it's almost like a baseball player controlling the barrel through the strike zone from a variety of spots.
And that was not a replay, folks. Exact same shot, exact same result, and Jack Sock up 7-3. And the question was, could he control a more powerful paddle? He certainly can. Big check mark. Oh, he wanted that, and there would have been a lot of chatter with the crowd had that made it, but catches the net there, and Ben is not fazed by any of this. Just going to go back and play his game.
3-7.
Like it doesn't matter if the player holds cross court. When Jack hits the ball, it's like, whoa, Ben held, he made the right decision, and he's still 7 feet away from contacting that cross court winner from Sock.
7-3.
Another just whip through, 8-3, impressive.
Yeah, and a variety of return spots for Johns. A couple floaters to the forehand, a couple times trying to pin it to the backhand, that time short in the court, and not a lot of them are working early. And that was just enough to make it tough. He's still going to hit a forehand, but he made that one much more tough, put the volley to the open court, and on the full run, even Jack Sock, it's not a situation you want to be in.
Man, the man ran to San Antonio to hit a forehand there.
Side out.
Yeah, just a bit lazy on the footwork there from Ben. I think he might have had a shuffle step in there. Goes for the one-step lunge and force the air.
8-3. Side out.
I mean, that might be the first one that's caught the net.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I've been on the court with him one time. It's so uncomfortable. You just don't know where he's going.
Let. 3-8. Side out.
Jack staying back after a great serve from Ben Johns. Missing the approach shot right into the tape, looking to come
8-3.
forward. Flat start for the 1 seed.
Side out.
Great depth on the return, so hit a little lull here, but if you're up 5, you're okay with a lull. It's how is there going to be a pushback from Ben?
No, I mean, Jack Sock, he'll trade point at a time or 2 points at a time back and forth for the duration of this match. I mean, this game.
Side out.
And just a hint of frustration in the top seed swing right there.
Yeah, it's hard to pick up on his frustration, but it's
8-3.
definitely there right now.
Wow.
Side out.
Yeah, left some more tire marks, and we'll see if possibly Sock loses the next point after running back and forth as the puppet master Ben Johns had him on the string.
3-8.
Hello, Timothy Nelson. Just wide on that one.
And a very half-hearted approach shot
Yeah.
as he just kind of bunted it to the middle of the court, but somehow got away with it.
Yeah, I can't see between the balls between me and the line.
Did you see it? She was blocked. Calls out.
Side out.
4-8.
Looked out live there, so. I mean, there were a couple balls that were maybe closer to the line than the one that was called. That was crazy how close.
That first ball, I thought in real time it was out, but he played it and didn't really react, meaning Ben Johns.
8-4.
So here we are.
Side out.
Wow, because that was a interesting backhand volley choice.
Yeah, usually when it goes up high to the backhand, he'll clobber it with 2 hands or look to neutralize with that backhand slice, and he had a good look, meaning Jack Sock on that next ball must have taken a funky bounce as he looks down at the court.
Point.
So Jack has been in control and had a lot of chances to just end this game 1, and now within 3 is Ben Johns.
5-8.
And now
2
3 for
timeouts.
Ben Johns.
1
Chatting
timeout.
with the fans, chatting with his buddy Eric Hot Toddy Roddy on the bench. I mean, he's just chatting and having a good old time, and that's pickleball,
6-8.
folks.
Tried to go down the line again with the backhand, but floated on him.
Yeah, it's an interesting decision, given that's the forehand of Jack Sock. See if he possibly changes his spots.
8-6.
But I mean, I will question quite a few players' decisions in this seat, but I'm very hesitant to question anything Ben Johns does.
Yeah, because that was reviewed through the algorithm of Colin Johns, too. And Ben gets the revenge on the cat and mouse.
Yeah, 2 cross-court rollers in that cat and mouse. First one, Sock was able to take out of the air. Second ball hit the court and took off. Just a, you know, a 1 or 2% chance ATP from Sock.
And that goes wide, and Ben has come all the way back.
And floaty and slow is not the worst thing in the world when it lands 3 inches from the baseline. For all you guys at home, sure, you can hit it with pace, that's great. Depth is such a great thing to add to that, though.
Side out.
Some of these short returns have actually ended up being a problem. So here we go, 8 apiece. Jack has not scored a point for a while here, so can he find it?
Side out.
Not even close.
Yeah, not there. And I would, of course, expect most players to target the backhand more than the forehand to Ben Johns, but I would really look to target it with some of these two-handed backhands we've seen throughout game 1.
You beat me on a couple of these, whipping them over there. Not anymore.
Yeah, and I said when you're up at the kitchen, when you go hard cross court like that, you leave a lot of court open. And Jack has certainly had mixed results with that shot, but that last volley from Ben John's too good.
It was 8-3 Sock at 245. It's 9-8 Ben at 254.
9-8.
And what a run around inside out from Johns, and he is at a game point.
Yeah, and Sock in a tough position after that return. He has to look for the inside in forehand of Ben Johns, and Ben goes right back behind him.
And that tee serve is working very well, and Jack Sock, despite being up 8-3, drops the next 8 points to Ben Johns, and the top seed takes game number 1.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Big H on the rise here. So here we go, Ben Johns.
That's a quality start for Sock. Oh,
no, it's deep. Yeah.
Okay, it was deep. And pepper that backhand. Ben, he had a variety of different shots on the backhand side. Some floating, some a little more linear, tighter to the net. But it wasn't super clean on that side, so I would love to see Sock just pepper it.
Gets a miss. You don't get extra points if it lands in the little trough on the net there, Ben. And Jack breaks that ugly string of consecutive points on the other side.
Hey, we're in Texas. Trough, it's a good one. Worked it in there.
And that looks like the beginning of game number 1.
And I mean, he is fully stepping into that ball. Short return again on the backhand side. And to target the Ben Johns backhand, I believe more at the back of the court than the front of the court.
And just absolutely wicked with the jackhammer.
Yeah, that's going to catch on.
Yeah,
it certainly is.
3-0.
Oh, Jack read that, but again, sometimes you're too good of an athlete. He overran it, Adam.
Yeah, and pretty good pace from his opponent as well, which made that very tough.
And it's not just the camera nodding in agreement with what you just said. That's the wind there, folks. That is a tough place to live, because Ben's like, I would love to partake in a table for 2 at the kitchen.
Yeah, and it's never easy, but I would like to see Sock bunt that up the line one more time and wait for a better spot to go cross court.
Oh, Jack is frozen, but Wynn pulled it wide.
He got a chuckle, though.
Yeah.
He got a chuckle from Ben. You know, Jack loves playing those mental games, even though a lot of it's lighthearted. Most players give a reaction. Ben doesn't too often, but he did there.
That is pretty, and the speed to get to the first one and be able to do something with it.
Love the double down right there, because he easily could have pulled that second ball cross court, and I think Ben was thinking he was going to do so. So a nice job of going to the same spot twice for Sock. You don't attack the body of Ben Johns in singles? Well, maybe you do.
And then you look at him after you're done, trying to get more conversation. You get one.
Yeah,
that's it.
He wants the more the merrier for Jack Sock when it comes to interacting with his opponents.
Miss volley, and what a start for Jack here after the wind continues to cause trouble. He has been able to hit through it and around it.
Side out.
Yeah, kind of stopped his swing. So, you know, you usually don't like to decelerate once you start that swing. He was looking for the very, very nasty angle and couldn't find it.
Wow, a very poor drop shot there from Jack, but Ben misses his secret sauce right there.
The back, like I said, backhand, target that at the back of the court. I'm not sure I would do so at the front of the court, but it's working.
And that stays in. The stare down goes with it, and he's back.
Yeah, what paddle head speed and spin, because that is crossing. When it's passing Ben, it's about head high, and it still drops in 6 inches inside the baseline. You know, if that's a flatter ball, that's well out.
So we were at 8-3 in game one. Sock, here we are 7-1. Can he close this time?
Side out.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. Similar situation, a little bit better for Sock in this game too, 7-1 to 8-3. But I think this is going 3, Dave.
Just wide there, a little bunt short hop from Ben there to
Again,
the forehand.
To the forehand, and he is not wavering from that strategic play.
And let's see if we see another tee serve to try to find the backhand or at least make him go for a run. Just wide.
Yeah, Sock took I wouldn't say an elongated look, but he took a little peek at that ball and decided not to challenge.
I mean, I've seen Ben make some curious decisions. That might be at the top of the list.
Yeah, the short hop plane approach shot to the middle of the court is, it can't be the play, can it?
No,
it can't be.
It can't be.
7-3.
The algorithm got messed up there. And that inside in is just nasty.
Yeah, and when he can pair it with a mid-pace inside out, that is a ridiculous amount of court for his opponent to cover.
So good news, you got to 9 this time, Jack. The question is, can you get to 11? No one's having more fun in pickleball right now than that dude. Speed and then the ability to find an angle and keep it in.
The body control mid-slide to come up with a shot like that, man, that's good.
I mean, I'd blow a tire and there'd be 7 different ligaments just
10-3.
game point for Sock. Whoa is right,
Side out.
Jack. What happened there?
Yeah, we'll just say that one got away from him.
But he did get to the all-important 10
3-10.
here, so that's a much different animal.
Point.
And then a lengthy paddle clap from Jack there.
Yeah, it was full guess. He knew his shot was poor, meaning Jack sock. So he's just going to guess inside in, and that's not where Ben went.
That is not anywhere near where he went. So great
4-10.
shot by the top player in the world.
Point.
Well, that was a big cut at a drop shot there.
Yeah, he's looking for a maximum amount of spin.
5-10. Side out.
Great first volley from Sock, gets
point.
the ball back. So got stuck at an even number in game number 1, that being 8. He's at 10. Can he get down to 11 and force the third game? The answer is he sure can. Adam Stone said we're playing 3. We are playing 3. Oh, and here we go. As you heard, new ball. We use a new
Game
ball
3,
before
tied
every
in,
game
0-0.
starts. So
Yeah, it's a good eye. A lot of life with the new ball. Every ball that's ever been made gets a little softer as it gets played on more. So expect a lot of driving and quick hitting
0-0.
points, especially early in game 3.
just outrageous from Ben Johns, and a reaction from him early here in game 3.
That's a special reaction. He doesn't get that too often. That can really springboard him forward.
And Jack just couldn't absolutely clobber that
1-0.
overhead because of the wind. Pretty.
Man, sure, I love the forehands, but we love a lot of Jack's forehands. That two-handed backhand up the line into the corner, that was more impressive to me. But a top spin
0-1.
drop shot right in the kitchen is pretty good, too.
Yeah,
pretty
not bad.
good, too.
I mean, we are going to need to
Side out.
repaint the court on this side. That's the slide inside for Jack, checking the...
There's not a thing as non-marking shoes when you're that athletic.
No.
If they're court
1-0.
shoes or not, you're going to leave a mark when you're moving like that.
Jeez.
Point.
It was interesting who was going to come in. The Jack stay back, and Ben just slowly worked his way forward, but didn't have to hit a first volley.
Yeah, because I think he was preparing his passing shot and then went,
2-0.
wait, Jack isn't there. I'll go forward.
Yeah, good decision to go back up the line. And that was not a decision from Jack. He just had to stay back with how good that serve was.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time, man. If you are going to be a good
3-0.
singles player, your serve has to be a weapon. I mean, you just shouldn't be able to do that.
I mean, it's 6 inches off the ground on the full run past the best player in the world. There's like 5 different reasons why that's ridiculous.
I mean, look where he came from there. Wow, that's really good. Uh-oh. Again, is the sole of the shoe. It's probably worn down quite a bit because that's the second time we've seen him slip.
Yeah, I believe it was the very first point of the match.
Trying to squeak those back to confidence because you
3-0.
do not want to think about your feet. You want to move effortlessly.
It's the best return he's ever hit. He almost fell over.
I mean, the wind got a hold of that. The bounce was odd, and yet he hit it corner pocket.
Yeah, and like you said, Dave, there's variables aplenty out there. You don't want to be thinking about your shoes and your footwork. So you're going to want to
0-3.
limit those variables as much as possible.
Point.
That got in the jet stream, so Jack returns the favor with a big serve.
1-3. Side out.
I think Jack might have made a permanent paddle switch here. Not
Yeah.
positive, but I don't think I've seen extra errors creep in
No.
or him have, you know, an inability to control that paddle. It looks just fine to
3-1.
me.
I mean, slipping and sliding all over the place and hits another winner
Side out.
and grabbed the back of his leg. That I'm concerned
Yeah,
about.
the outside of the left knee, I believe. Yeah, we just injuries are the worst. Oh, he had an awkward step on
Yeah.
the push off.
Yeah.
Looks to be okay, but injuries are the worst, and we don't want to see
1-3.
any of these players have
No.
physical issues.
That serve is hammered. So nice recovery here. Gets 2. Can he get this tied up? We'll switch ends at 6. Tried to drop it in there, just couldn't.
Yeah, he took a bit off. And it was a good response from Jack Soft because we saw great emotion from Ben on the first point and then got out to a 3-0 lead.
3-2.
So to get 2 back and stop that momentum is well done.
I mean, and the fact that you get a paddle on it is good. The problem is Jack Sock is staring at you.
Yeah, and bunt up the line slow again on the two-handed backhand from Ben Johns, and I don't think it's cost him near as much as it should, in my opinion.
10-3. Side out.
And that's what a middle return can do, is that have your opponent try for too much to kind of create an angle out of
3-2.
nothing. So I like the spot on that return for Ben.
Point.
And Ben has just been driving that serve sort of with a little cutaway into that corner just to make Jack run, and then has greeted him with a
Timeout,
ball
receiver,
on the
4-2.
forehand. Out to get himself
Time in.
figured out here. Let's see if he can
4-2.
come up with a big return right here.
That's a good start. One-handed roll. Yeah, when you take that timeout at 4, you want to hope there's not another break of action very quickly after that at the end change.
Because that means you just lost 2 mo.
Side out.
That's a shot he was making earlier in both games, 1 and 2, but just pulled it a little wide.
Yeah, it didn't need to be
4-2.
that perfect, as his court positioning when he struck it was very good.
Point.
Winner of this gets the winner of Christian
5-2.
Alshon and Federico Staxrud in the other men's semifinal. Yeah, don't sleep on the speed and
Timeout,
court
change
coverage
ends.
of Ben. Well, Jack and Ben are chatting, and
Time
Ben
in.
is acting like he's
6-2.
going to serve. Ben is serving left-handed. They just played. They just played a left-handed point in a semifinal. I'm not
7-2.
kidding. Wow. This is not an exhibition, folks. Now we got Ben with the ATP. I thought our cameras got flipped for a minute. I'm like, Ben isn't left-handed. Oh, yes, he is.
God, why did Jack have to miss
I know,
that
the
with the
return.
lefty? I wanted to see the point.
So 8-2 now.
Side out.
I mean, I think Jack Sock's the only person that can get Ben to do
Oh.
that.
That's, I mean, without question. What is happening here, folks?
I mean, all these grinders in the qualifiers,
Oh, yeah.
they're like, I just want to make one championship Sunday ever. They see him playing left-handed, they got to be shaking their heads.
Look at this, a smile on his face before. You just do not see this. This is awesome. Sails just deep, and part of this is very purposeful with Jack. Like, how do I get this guy maybe a tad bit off his game, even though he lost the left-handed point? So.
To the heavens.
Yeah, I mean, they're shooting the hands up in the air, even on the return. Like, we got synchronized pickleball going on here. I mean, even when he's clowning like he is right now, that fake drop shot backhand volley at him, come on.
Yeah, and he clearly has gotten Ben Johns to engage with him. The problem is he's down 8-2
Yes,
in game 3.
Oh,
I don't think he called that out.
I think that's in.
Yep.
Yeah. I think there was a hope. Since you said point, I'm calling it out. That is amazing.
I've seen.
She has enjoyed calling foot faults on me, I can tell you that. Just wide there. So can Jack get us from showtime to his best stuff and make this a match now down the stretch? Wow, that was hammered, but not above the 36-inch height of the highest part of the net there.
Yeah, I don't believe Ben Johns would have made contact with that ball on the inside end forehand, but we'll never know.
Oh my, runs around it and pulls it down the line. That's pretty.
Yeah, no, I thought he was going to go inside out with side spin, so shows what I know. Just nothing to read.
Saw even there, just the little reaction when the ball coming back hits him. Okay, so that is what he can do, and he can do it in bunches.
Yeah, the bunches is going to be paramount
Yeah.
given the score line. But another hard jab step from a quality opponent of Jack Sox in the wrong direction. Just a testament to the deception. I love to talk about it because it is a thing.
And just hits an absolute BB past Ben Johns there.
Yeah, there will not be any lefty points played the rest of this match as that score line gets a little tighter. And I've actually played lefty-only pickleball with Ben, and that is not something you want to get into with him at all.
He could be he might be a 5-0 left-handed. I mean, he's that good. So that was a bad decision from Jack anyway. He just needed to make a return. Oh.
Side out.
Yeah, he sensed blood in the water as that ball was floating up, and of course, I love what Ben did there, attacking the shot, just missed.
Side out.
Jack thanking the crowd, all moaning that he missed that.
Yeah, a strong fist pump right as it hits the net.
Yeah, lay off the net cam there, Jack. Come on now. Cobra backhand. Everything.
Yeah,
I mean, just move over, Hugh Jackman. We got the greatest showman right here.
And just a little fairy hop at the end to just be in the air when he hit that volley winner. Just a little hop.
I mean, I'm 5'8". I might have had to jump, not him. The lead is only 3 now, Adam. Ben needs to be careful.
Almost seemed like that initial forehand, Jack. He just came forward and was caught in the midcourt in an awkward spot on the next ball.
8-5. Side out.
you're just not going to see a mishit and not being in the strike zone like that if there's not some conditions involved for Ben Johns, because that ball is, you know, closer to the bottom pole than the let tape. Very big mishit from him.
5-8.
Wow.
Yeah, it was sitting there,
Side
and a
out.
great stab from Ben because he was very beat on that first shot. So not much on the volley, but able to put it somewhat deep in the court was pretty good from that position.
8-5.
And Ben finds a clean pass for one of the first times in this whole match.
Yeah, and the one 2 points ago I talked about was so poor. That one struck beautifully.
9-5.
2 points from Sunday for Ben Johns.
Point.
Man, I like the idea of it. Been spread out wide there, but just long. People want more pickle. They're a little upset with that ball being out. I don't blame them.
Yeah, Jack probably being the most upset, but I think he's known this for some time. Oh, they are asking which hand do you want here. I don't think Ben's going to do it on match point here, though. Oh, no. And that sails, and in one of the most unbelievably entertaining game threes in a semifinal you'll ever have.
Well, this was an absolute banger of a match, a little flip-flop in games there, but you were not going to let this one get away from you. Here you go, Federico. What did you do to come away with this match?
Yeah, I certainly tried not to make too many errors. Jack plays a very big game, so, you know, he's going to hit some winners. You got to accept that, and at the same time, make sure you're scoring as well so they don't kind of run away with it like he did in game 2. So, yeah, it's important to, I mean, just buckle down every point because he's going to score fast, so you have to as well.
Well, you like to know players before you play them. This is the first time you went up against Jack, but you've obviously studied his game. What were you trying to do going into the match?
Yeah, you know, I mean, studying is one thing, but actually your body reacting to patterns is another. So it's definitely tough sometimes where if I am thinking about a certain pattern in my mind, he still kind of fools me with it. So he got me on a number of forehand kind of wristy flick shots. So yeah, it's more just about getting repetition against a player and trusting your body.
Well, the question what we're all asking is, did we see a lefty point in the start of game 3, and what was going on?
We did. Well, Jack and I have some history of playing lefty games together. We've done that before. So I saw him just kind of phantom swinging lefty. I asked him if he wanted one, and he's like, absolutely, he wants one. Sadly, it didn't turn out well. I'm sorry we didn't have a good point. It's usually better than that. But yeah, sadly, he missed the return.